Okay, cool. Now we need to add our dev libraries. These libraries will help us develop our app further in a professional manner. You don't just start creating components right off the bat. Firstly, we need Eslint. Eslint is a linting package that keeps our code correct. It checks for errors while we type in so that we can keep it manageable and clean. So let's go ahead and install it. Firstly, yarn add. You can use it. You can use npm if you want. Yarn add eslint -config-prettier eslint-config-react. There's a lot of packages actually for this one, but just bear with me. -react eslint-import-resolver-typescript, because we are using TypeScript. Okay. eslint-plugin-import eslint-plugin- import here -prettier and eslint-plugin-react in Prettier. Mine -d because we're going to install it as a dev dependency. Hope I didn't miss anything here. Plugin import. Okay. It's a lot, I know, but we need all of them. Theoretically, you need just eslint, but we work with React and you will need those afterwards. So we'll just go ahead and install all of them now. Prettier is another package that keeps your code pretty, and you see Eslint works together with Prettier, so that's why we need both of them. Cool. I suggest adding Eslint as a global dependency as well. And for that we say yarn add eslint-g. So now it's in the Nodejs, and you could actually access it from other projects as well. Alright, I'm just gonna skip it till it's done. Alright, cool. Now we'll go ahead and write yarn run eslint -init, and that will initiate a configuration file in our project from which we can later change things if you want. But this configuration file is needed, so I'm gonna ask us some questions. Yes, I'm gonna use modules. I'm using React. Yes, I use TypeScript and browser, and come on, there'll be JavaScript. Yes, and now it's gonna make the initiation file. Alright, I'm just gonna skip it till it's done and you'll see it then. Alright, it's done, and it says something here. Let's just go ahead and if that appears, just go ahead and write npm audit fix. It's not a big deal. So that's the file, the configuration file for Eslint. There are different settings and rules. You can change them afterwards if you want. We don't need to change anything now. Let's go, just close it. Okay, great. So now we'll just go ahead and create the Prettier configuration file. Remember, Prettier is a package that keeps our code pretty. That's why it's called Prettier. And the configuration file is called .prettierrc. Okay. and we will go on Google to take the default configuration file, Prettier RC. Okay, this is their website, and you can see the configuration is quite short, so and you can change this as you like afterwards. Now we need Husky in the lint stage. Husky is a package that we can instruct to do something before we commit our code to GitHub, so that it's not pushed with errors. And the lint stage is the package that with the help of Husky verifies the code when it's staged, meaning when it's about to be pushed to Git. And just a quick note here, I'm not going to teach you how Git works, because it goes beyond the scope of this course, but I hope you already have an understanding of how it works. If not, just go on, I think it's github.com/CLI/CLI, so you can install it and make an account on github.com, and there you will upload your code in a repository. Don't worry, you will see how I'm going to push my code to GitHub, so you can do the same. You can also stop this lesson and go see how people use GitHub with small files, so you would have a better understanding, and then come back and we'll continue. But for now, we'll go ahead and install it. You'll add Husky and the lint staged -d because it's a dev dependency. Okay, it's done. Great. Now speaking of our Prettier RC file, the trailing comma here, it takes the standard form from ES5. The tab width is just how many spaces will a tab have, and single quote just allows single quotes to be in our project. It's not a big deal. Yeah, you can see. Good. Next we need Axios. Yarn add Axios and auth types /Axios. If you've ever worked with JavaScript and fetching data from an API, you know what Axios is. Basically, everyone uses it instead of the standard fetch function that comes with JavaScript. Axios fetches data from a specific API, so we can show to the screen data that is somewhere in a database in a backend. Okay. Lastly, we need two more packages, which is Nodejs and Beam Australia React environment. So we just go ahead and install both of them. Nodejs and Beam Australia /React env. Okay, so the first one will help React understand CSS files, because we will not use regular .css but SCSS. So this will help React compile the SCSS files in the regular CSS when the app is built. And Beam Australia gives us the ability to create an .env file to keep the sensitive data into it that helps our environment run. You will know how that works when you're gonna use it. Great, these are the libraries that we need in order to get started on the right foot. I'm going to leave in the notes below a list of these libraries so you don't have to remember them. And then now I encourage you to add these to add to your VS Code these extensions, you might notice that my icons appear different than yours. So you can install Beautify, Eslint also. Git lens, this one we will use to help us push our code to Git. HTML snippets also, if you want. IntelliSense for CSS. Material icon, this is for my icons. Prettier for the VS Code. And Eslint. Okay, that's it with the configuration of our libraries. I will see you in the next video.